Hi guys, this is Alicia Joya. I'm here today to do a new recipe for lentils. First you're going to have to start out with a big huge pot and put a lot of water in it, about halfway of this type of pot. And now you're going to have to start adding some salt to kind of get it going. And we are going to add this entire pack of lentils. It's 1 pound of lentils, and these are the white lentils. They're rich in fiber, and they're also good in iron, and they're also beautiful and perfect for any vegan as a replacement for some form of protein. You're going to add the entire bag into here. Just like so. Because they're so small that they go right in your stomach really easy. I'm going to make a few applications with these lentils. Some I'm going to make into a hummus. Some I am going to turn into a soup. Some I'm going to turn into like a bean dip type of thing. And it's going to be really, really good, since this whole bag will have about 3 or 4 applications by itself for a vegan. Now, since you just put your lentils in the pot, you should stir them frequently. I would suggest every 15 to 20 minutes until they become soft and tender, like beans. While we are cooking them, I'm going to flavor them up a little bit. Because, you know, as a raw vegan, you kind of get bored pretty easy with just the same old, same old. So I'm going to be flavoring it really soon with some salt, some pepper, and garlic powder. And remember, these seasonings are all to taste. This is some Malabar black pepper. It's going to be the coarse grind. That's my personal favorite. You may like the fine, but I like the coarse. Okay, I've got 20 turns of it inside of this pot. You can say that I am a pepper monkey. I love pepper, and especially since I have iron deficiency anemia, I really do crave the pepper, I really do crave the spice, but this is going to be a big pot of lentils, so you need at least 20 turns anyways, at least my opinion. Now, you are going to need some granulated garlic. This is what they call powdered garlic. You put as much as you want, or as little as you want, or none at all. This is perfectly fine, but I love garlic. Put a couple of spring onions inside here. Okay, everybody, this is my stash of aged dried chili peppers. And the reason why I like them aged is because it gets spicier over time. You're going to want one of these. One little of these bad babies. I have been aging this for about a good 5 years or so, some of these. I'm going to do a small one and just throw it in like so. And now you've got your dried spices inside of here. Go ahead and go in the pot with your trusty dusty tool called your slotted spoon and give it a stir. Over time, you're going to want to taste the broth or the liquid as it goes along, as you keep stirring. But I would wait approximately until the beans are about halfway done. I mean, the lentils are about halfway cooked. Now that they are stirred, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to chop up our fresh vegetables. They're going to go right inside here. I'm going to do a mini mirepoix, however that's pronounced. Don't butcher me on this, but it's going to be a mix of carrots and onions, which are going to go in here. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I'm here with a half of a white onion that we had used the night before, and then 2 small carrots to make the mirepoix. If I mispronounced that again, just please don't butcher me on it. Okay, I'm going to cut the ends off. I've already cleaned and dried them. I'm not going to be peeling the outside because the outside's got more nutrients than the whole carrot itself. And no, I didn't just nick myself. For some reason, I got saved. Okay, we're going to get a little small container to put our mirepoix in. Alright, just like so. And then some people like to really chop this up, but since this is already pretty small over here on the ends, I could just easily chop this up. Now, we're going to put these onto the side where we're going to go ahead and annihilate this. We're going to try to chop these as thinly as possible as you get towards the thicker ends. The reason why I chose the smaller of the two carrots is because of these carrots, because I want to make sure that I can slice them as thin as possible and as small as possible to make this mirepoix. Well, that was a little too thick. If you got your carrots and you're cutting them a little too thick, then it's okay. Okay everybody, this is as fine as it's going to get. It's not perfect, but that's okay. Because I'm not perfect and I am not going to have it to be perfect for this recipe. It's just going to taste really yummy when it goes into my tummy. Now we are going to keep the end on this onion as we work this onion. Okay? The reason is because it holds the rest of the onion together. So we're going to go ahead and peel the outside just like so, and like that, and throw away the excess inside the trash. And we're gonna slice this pretty thin, kind of like you're doing it for a burger. And as a vegan, I do miss my hamburgers and my cheeseburgers, but the feeling I feel from feeling so healthy is priceless. Alright, put this off to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and collect our onion just like so. And we're just going to do a rough chop. Here we go. Okay, now this is done. The onion fumes are getting to my eyes, and now it's time to cry over next. Okay, I'm done. Now, the onions are actually going to provide a floral and earthy and onionesty type of flavoring to your lentils, just enough to pump up the flavors of the salt and the pepper and the garlic to accent each other. And then here's our mirepoix. Oh, my poor eyes. Okay, here it is. I'm going to play with the food. I like to mix it up to make it pretty for you. This is good enough to eat by itself. Okay everybody, we are back. Our lentils are boiling away. Give them a little bit of a stir. Now, because we're adding extra stuff to our mixture here, our boiling pot of lentils, we need to add extra salt. So we're going to go ahead and add the mirepoix, which is the onions and the carrots, into this. Traditionally, carrots and onions are inside lentils, but I added my own little flair. And remember, this is going to be served in 4 different applications after this. So this is going to be the basis for 4 other recipes. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a little taste of the broth because I told you at a certain time in this dish I was gonna taste the broth, and now it's that time. And this time it needs quite a bit of salt because not only did the lentils absorb the spices and the salt, but so do the raw vegetables you just put in. So I'm gonna add in about 1 tablespoon of salt, regular salt in. And then I'm also going to add a little bit extra of the powdered garlic. And you guys should know, I am a garlic freak, and I love garlic. I wish I could marry the garlic. I mean, just so yummy. So putting another tablespoon or 2 tablespoons in here. I can't resist the garlic. And then I'm going to add another 5 more turns of this Malmora black pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Before, when I wasn't a vegan, I would add chicken stock to this instead. But since I have no vegetable broth, I'm just making do. I am recreating the recipe all over again. You go ahead and keep turning this. They start to get a little plump. So now I need to test if they're done. They've done this. They're not going to be done, but it's just kind of nice to know. Blow it off so you don't burn your mouth. They are surprisingly done already. Well, some of them are. Some of them have a little bit of a inner crunch a little bit. Some of them are completely done. But they're still yummy, nonetheless. So, when they get to be about this point, when they're nice and plump, a little bit, and you've already added your mirepoix, go ahead and stir them, and then keep the flame on high for about 30 minutes, and then come and check on them every 15 minutes and see if they need more water, because again, they are in a class of beans. Lentils and garbanzo beans and are all in the class of beans when they are started hard, because they are legumes, and they need to be plumped up with the water or with the broth that you're using. This is so pretty, isn't it? Alright, we'll keep stirring for a little while longer. And now it's time to take a little mini break and check on it every 15 minutes or so. Okay guys, I am back, and now you see the lentils on how that the water and the liquid has quickly reduced down. It's been about 25 to 30 minutes like I said it would. So now it's time to reduce the heat down to a low flame. And it's time to go ahead and do a taste test of the lentils themselves. You want to make sure that the lentils themselves are not only that they're completely tender, but the flavor from the broth has entered into the lentils. So I'm going to test it. Okay everybody, now that it's all done, we're going to go ahead and let this simmer for another 15 minutes more now that the liquid has been reduced. And also we've lowered our flame. Oh wow, that is beautiful. See how it reduced quite a bit, the liquid? Now see the beautiful coloration and the carrots. And you see the white and the onion. And you see our one little spiciness inside here. Stir this up and turn off the flame because it's officially done. Go ahead and reach in, cool off. Those are so simple, so easy, one pot meal. You can eat these by itself, which we will very soon, and I'll show you what it tastes like. In addition, I will show you the other applications I have planned for the rest of this mixture that we don't eat. And we're back, about to start sampling our lentils that we had just made with our fresh hand stovetop seared tortillas, and they're corn. So we get a little bit of lentils. They're very hot. See, there's very little liquid to these, but you see the carrots in it. I like to smear it all over. And I like to eat it like a taco sometimes. It's so delicious with this. The earthiness of the lentils and the carrots and the onions really accent each other. So yummy. I'm making a mess all over myself. It's so good. Well, I hope you try this today. Remember, what you don't use with this, go ahead and refrigerate, because you're going to use this in 4 other applications later. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, your health is your wealth. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to dig out.